There are many people in a state of fear and struggle to make meaning of what's happening in the world around them. And whether fear expresses itself as reactive and angry, as shaming and blaming, or maybe being frozen and just, grasping and trying to control the situation, one thing's for certain, it has something to offer you. And it's a good time to ask yourself the question, what strategies and support do I have in place to be able to embrace the unknown, to be able to gracefully deal with my fear, insecurity, and uncertainty during this time? On a soul level, this is an incredible time for growth, but we really do need the right tools and the right support. I'm going to help you learn the processes that turn adversity into the doorways that they're meant to be. Our greatest struggles have the ability to produce our greatest strengths if we have the right support and we learn and embody the strategies needed for true transformation and conscious healing. There are many choice points that present themselves in life, and this is definitely one of those. We're known to live in a state of fear even when things are good. We're fearing about when it's going to change, when it's going to go away. In general, our focus is on what we want in the moment versus what we want most. We're always seeking that quick fix, anything to avoid actually going inward and feeling. We're really good at being busy. And this time we're being asked to take an inward journey, like an enforced stillness, to sit with our fears, our anxiety, our stress, and to be able to reflect on what's really important, reflect on what we want most, to reflect on the ways to join, to reflect on and to question our reactions, our assumptions, our beliefs, and our fears. It's really vital because stress and fear create suffering. They cause dis-ease. They literally change our biology. They affect our immune function and our ability to see clearly, to see with clarity of vision. When we learn how to tap into our inherent wisdom, our innate knowledge and inner strength, then we're better able to find the calm that's in the center of the chaos. We can come up with creative ideas. We have to stand in our own personal empowerment and navigate the situation from a place of compassion, possibility, and deep truth, instead of the uncertainty, the struggle, and the fear that seems to consume us. But like I said, it really does require us to ask some radical questions of ourselves, to redefine what's defining us. And because these things aren't generally taught, we need to learn them. We need to put them into practice, especially in the face of life's obstacles. In general, humanity as a whole is really quick to fall into fear and separation, to revert to decisions and ways of seeing things that don't serve the empowerment, that aren't serving the rise of us becoming the best version of ourselves. We've all been asking, maybe wishing or praying for change. Well, now that radical change is upon us, so what are we going to do with it? Difficult situations change us, that's for certain, no matter what it is. But how they change us is a choice. It's a choice that we get to make. During this 5-day course, I'm going to spend time each day guiding you on an inward journey to evolve beyond your fear, to find a place of connection, empowerment, and truth that is within you, that you can rely on and tap into whenever you need it. We're going to learn skills and we're going to work through processes and find that inner stillness so that you can decipher the difference between the two voices that go on in our head. These two different, these two different sets of vocabulary lead us in two very different directions. One leads to separation, to fear, to disempowerment, and the other leads to possibility, to potential and abundance. Each day there's going to be a different topic or a radical inquiry process and an integration journey. And day 1 is called the purpose and cause of suffering. We're going to take a look at the cause of suffering and take your biggest fear or key challenge in the situation, and we're going to unravel its purpose, unravel its narrative, and gain the insights that it has to give you. In day 2, we're going to take a look at how to separate our thoughts from emotions. During this session, we're going to look at the difference between what it means to justify the narrative versus validating the feeling, so that we're no longer controlled by our emotions. And alternatively, we can use them to find that underlying need that they're really pointing to, so that we become emotionally responsible and are able to find freedom in the rawest of emotions that come up for us. We're going to look at the difference between reacting and responding. This day we're going to discuss the states and qualities of consciousness. We're all going to experience them on this journey of evolution to becoming the best human being that we can be. So we're going to dive into that. And there's 7 specific reactions and responses that come with each phase of our expanding awareness. You're going to learn how to transform an old reactive pattern into a response that really allows for a new possibility to unfold. There's more to us than our 5 senses suggest. In this session, we're going to take a dive into why and how our body is the doorway into the part of us that is bigger than the physical. Our true self, our most authentic voice, and our highest wisdom. And then our final day, day 5, it's called the practice of calm and the leadership principle. We're going to explore the magic pill that everyone's seeking, but actually doesn't exist. And ideally, we don't do this inner work for entertainment. Time doesn't heal you, books don't inspire you, and courses don't change you. You do, through embodied practice. We're also going to look at the leadership principle and how you can implement that into your life right now. I'd also like you to know that the recordings are going to be left available so that you can visit and revisit whenever you're seeking freedom from fear and uncertainty. So with that, be well, stay safe, and reach out if you need extra support or if you have any questions. Blessings.